Yeah. Dogs on this side, dogs over on this side. Kissing me, licking on me. I already know what you need. I bet quickly, don't hesitate with me. I already know what you need. I bet. That's why I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Hit me through text, don't call me. Still got love for you, mommy. Know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Hey, yes, I'm drunk and yes, I'm faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna be around while you change. I wanna be around while you're naked. Girl, please come back when you make it. I always want you, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop playing. Yes, I'm drunk and yes, I'm faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna show you what I'm saying. You want the thing but can't take it. Girl.
Hey, you know I fuck with the town habit. And by the way, my name is Steady. But hey, Smoke, hey, bring it be
secondhand smoke.
Hey. Shorty want me so bad that she brought me a bag. Cool little 10-piece just to throw in the stash. I'm in the city today, but next week it's a town. The home of pays and pimps, you know how to get down. Might hit a side show just to knock me a hoe. Price out to the beach and get a jogger for show. Treat myself to some leans, fried chicken with mac. Candy yams on the side while I count them stacks. Take a break and relax, and then it's back to the paper. Little mama hit me up and said, let's step in the scraper. We top back and we roll. Finna burn up some cookies, put up 84. While I handle to the hoe, and now we posted at the old set. Finna watch go to sleep till both of the whips. I'm in the sky with some shit. Like my never familiar. Numbers going so crazy, no niggas don't know.
Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA. Street Top Radio LA, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's Tree Top Radio LA, or you can space it out, Tree Top Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's Tree Top Radio. That's Tree Top _Radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know.
102.3. I got my boy Harlem Rue with me and Spider Quinn, Bloodline Quinn boys. Eat the rich shit, man. We on.
He over there in an $80,000 truck, not even taking care of his fucking responsibilities. This shit is crazy.
Oh, hello. Welcome to TTRLA, the wonderful land of cartoons. Here, we make dreams come true. Anything that you want to do has to be started by you. Today on TTRLA, first episode, we have the Black Elote Man. That's right, the Black Elote Man. For those of my people around the globe looking at this commercial and don't know what an elote is, it's the best goddamn corn you'll ever have in your damn life. I'm going to have my man Black Cornman take it away. Black Cornman, it's on you.
And this is
Elijah and Femi, my helper.
Elijah and his helper Femi. And we're going to learn how to make esquite. Okay, so what do we do first?
We get a cup.
Okay.
Add some lemon.
Okay.
You know, like we feel like the.
So, it's Thanksgiving. My mother just cooked a massive Thanksgiving meal. I mean, grilled turkey stuffing, cabbage, seafood macaroni. It's banging. It's smacking. She done got me from Baltimore with my dummies, you feel me? Now, at the end of the Christmas dinner, you feel me? You know how people want to get food to go, you know? And we didn't really have a lot of people here. It was just me, my mother, my brother, and one of my mother friends, right? So I'm not gonna lie. I was being greedy. All right. I didn't do nothing with malice. I was just being greedy. So I came upstairs and I took both the turkey legs and I put them in my to-go trays. Now my brother come behind me. He think he about to get a turkey leg. They gone. He blow up like the Grinch. You took both the turkey legs. I'm like, bro, you can have one of the turkey legs. I got it right here. He's like, no, you're selfish. So to this day, right now, my brother hate me over 2 turkey legs. True story.
Yeah. Yeah, I say the old me dead in the cemetery. Go ahead and write that obituary. About to preach on a beat. I ain't go to seminary. Still gonna give them the word like a dictionary. I'm army like the military. Ain't talking no guns. Been reading Ephesians. What verse 6? To the cap, I'm allergic. Cause the evidence is
old bottles, else the new wine do burst the bottles, and the wine is spilled, and the bottles will be marred. But new wine must be put into new bottles. Nothing old can be brought forth in the newness of life when the Heavenly Father is transforming us from the inside out. We must put away the old things in order to become something different that's pleasing in the sight of God. To truly answer the call of God's purpose and will for our life, we must let go all of the things from our past in order to be made fully new in Christ. And sometimes that requires us to let go of some people from our past in order to
Treetop Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live in Baltimore, Maryland, man, via Los Angeles, California, man. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles. That's right, I said it. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles, man. Whether it's one or none, whether it's two or a few, you feel me? I appreciate you, man. Go ahead and give yourself a hug, man. I'm proud of you, and you're worth it. All right. So we got a wonderful show today. Today's topic is coaching for emotional intelligence. And the reason why I chose this topic is, number one, I think that it's very important for us as a Black culture and a Black community to start practicing more emotional intelligence, start teaching that more in our classrooms, especially in our family and amongst our friends, because we lack that right now in this generation. It's a lot of people out here who lack emotional intelligence, and myself included, because I'm always growing and trying to master my emotional intelligence. Now, the reason and the purpose behind this show is, number one, is I want my audience to understand why emotional intelligence is important. Now, I probably talked about this in the past show, but I think it's always important when God puts it back on my heart to reiterate the subject. So we're going to talk about it again. So number one, I want my audience and myself to understand why it's important to have emotional intelligence. Now, also, I want my audience to understand why emotional intelligence can improve relationships, why it can improve high performance in yourself and what you got going on in your dreams and goals, and with building teams and how teams perform. It also can help, emotional intelligence can help when driving for success, and also it enhances your well-being. Also, I want my audience to know, what the benefits are for someone who has emotional intelligence, and what happens if we aren't mentored or coached properly in order to improve your emotional intelligence. Now, every before I even get started into the topic, I want to make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. That's Big Homie _ Smiles, backup page 41, man. Free Simba, man. Inshallah, my boy be home soon. Y'all always know I'm repping the Black brands. Shout out to my boy Ben Reddy. He got his show coming back, parting around May 24th. He got a whole new segment going on. This is his clothing line, Tuh Apparel. You know what I'm saying? I got this joint when I was out LA. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go support Black owners. I'm also supporting my man Jay, his 4 a.m. clothing. It's like a street apparel. I feel like it's like a skate street apparel type of brand, real hip and funky. You know what I'm saying? This is his hat. Shout out to my boy 4 a.m. clothing. You feel me? Make sure y'all tap in with him on Instagram. And also, if you just tapping in, I always tell a story that relates to the topic at hand. And today's story is called Regret. Now, regret takes place in Washington, D.C. It's this young man whose name is Jeffrey. He has a emotional issue where he is unable to control himself when he gets in tough situations. He's always, escalating situations that may not be needed to be escalated. He comes from a pretty rough background. His mom was heavy on drugs and crack cocaine back in the day, and she just began to become sober. So at 16, Jeffrey is already, in the eyes of the law, technically a man for real, because he definitely knows right or wrong, and he is not making the right choices. So his mom, Beth, who, is going through this rehab program in DC, decides that maybe they should relocate to the outskirts of Virginia. She didn't want to travel to Maryland, like the PG County area, because it was just as chaotic as DC. And so she decided to move them out Virginia. And so she got housing. She was on Section 8, so she was able to transfer her voucher to Virginia and she was able to get a nice little townhouse in a nice little area over there by Greenwood. If you know, you know. So Jeffrey, he comes home He puts his stuff down, his mom tells him he needs to unpack. Jeffrey, you know you need to unpack. All right, Ma, I got you. When I get back. So Jeffrey leaves out the house. He goes outside just to scope the area, just to scope the neighborhood. So he sees a basketball court. So he approaches the basketball court. And when you from the city, you know what I'm saying, basketball is what you do. That's all you know what I'm saying? It's we in DC area, they breed superstars, you know what I'm saying? So handles got all that. Mr. Professor, all that, you know what I'm saying, in the city. So Jeffrey go to the basketball court. He like, yeah, I'm about to go play basketball with these youngest, man. I'm about to show them what DC do. You feel me? And so he go to the basketball court. And so he like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Slim? Let me get that ball. I'm trying to play with y'all. So, of course, you know, he's in, you know, kind of like the section house area. And he's in Virginia in a neighborhood that's well known out there. 3,000. So they like, Slim, where you from? Where you from, cuz? So they do a lot, you know, fraternity membership and sorority of the streets is out there in Virginia. So the guy was cripping. So he was like, yeah, what you on, cuz? And he like, man, what you talking about? I ain't your cousin, Slim. I said, let me play with you. So already Jeffrey already done escalated because he trying to assert himself in a way that is not respectful to the gentleman who was already on the court. You try and play with them and you being aggressive. So the Virginia dudes, you know, they brush it off. You know what I'm saying? They like, all right, you can play. So they throw him the ball. They like, we're going to do a one-on-one. You play my man, John. He like that. He about to cook you. He about to dog you. So Jeffrey like, ain't nobody about to cook me, Slim. I'm about to do that to him. I'm about to cross the shit out your man, break his ankles and all that. And what you trying to do? You trying to put up? You trying to bet? Bet something. You talking all that shit? Bet something. I'm about to bag you, shorty. And so John was like, shit, it's whatever, Slim. Oh, see, we caught you. Hey, man, this ain't about nothing. But it's whatever. So I put up something. I put up 40. So, man, I put up 50. All right, bet. Put it down. All right, so they put it down. So Jeffrey get to doing this thing. Jeffrey was just like good back in DC. So he was doing this thing. Crossing John up. Oh, got your ass. Score. Boop, boop. That's one bitch. All right, come on, let's go. Check up. So John like, man, this nigga keep calling me a bitch, man. But little do Jeffrey know that John gets triggered every time another man calls him a bitch because he was abused by his father. And his father always called him a bitch and always called him a pussy. So out in the neighborhood, he was known as the Don with the you know, strong arm because he always handling stuff with violence. You know what I'm saying? So Jeffrey, unaware, he was like, yeah, what's up, bitch? Go ahead, check. So Jeffrey, steal a ball from John, steal a ball from give me that shit, bitch. Who you calling a bitch now? He go and dunk the joint, like a 360 joint. Everybody go off. Oh. You know how when you young kids size it, you know what I'm saying? So Jeffrey in his feelings, he mad like, no, foul, bitch. He like, man, stop calling me a bitch, young. I'm not playing with you. Who's you calling a bitch? Use a goofy, boy. Use a goofy. And so Jeffrey like, who you calling a goofy? He like, and he like, I'm talking to you. Like, what you gonna do? So Jeffrey go up to the dude, like, you know, trying to do a fair 101. All of a sudden, oh, sorry, my light went out. You know, the story about to get real. Hey, all right, all of a sudden, John pull out the Glock, aim it at him. Boom! Shoot him. Luckily, Jeffrey didn't die. He gets shot in the arm. Everybody take off. Jeffrey go to the hospital, and his mother get to the hospital, and Jeffrey telling the story. And instantly, you know what I'm saying, he regretted it because the bullet was within inches from his heart. And if that bullet would have came any closer, he would have died. But luckily, he left away with his life But that's the end of the story. So hopefully y'all got the meaning behind that story. You know what I'm saying? Due to Jeffrey's lack of emotional intelligence, he could have lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Playing basketball and not being respectful. But let's get into our story. Hold up. I think my manager just told me, hey, is Black Home Man in the back? All right, back. So Black Home, damn, we just pulled it up in the what? So Black Corn Man just flew in a helicopter out Baltimore for the first time, everybody. But he at the Airbnb, he just touched down. So he in the studio. We got to bring him in. Go ahead, send him the link. Go ahead, let him in. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Black Corn Man from Los Angeles, California.
Yeah. Woo. 1273 West. It's all right. You can just go on all this. Okay. I don't want you to be.
What it do, fool?
I know, but I don't need it. Hey, what's good? What's up with you? Actually, I'm in a gang of pain today. I'm fucking dying. You know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to heal and fucking started walking today and nigga whole foot burning up. I feel that shit on fire, man. Like,
you doing your what they call it? Special therapy, physical therapy?
Nah, I ain't got no special therapy. We from the hood. I got my own. You know, I am the therapy and shit. We just decided we gonna start walking and shit yesterday, and we started.
Oh man, well I'm glad you're starting to walk, man. I'm sorry you're in that pain, Joe.
Hey, man, motherfucker killing me.
Looking out for you though. Well, today's topic is coaching for emotional intelligence. Now, you know, the reason why I chose this is because I'm growing each and every day, and we're growing each and every day as people and as individuals, and we should always want to be able to we should always want to be able to grow and improve how we are self-aware and how we self-regulate ourselves. We always want to be mindful of our interactions with people, how we talk, how we say things, how our body mannerisms can be. And I want to give y'all the definitions of what emotional intelligence is. Now, the official definition of emotional intelligence is the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships thoroughly and empathetically. Now, for those of you who don't know what empathetically means, that means being able to feel when you're offending somebody, being able to understand when maybe your actions or your tone or your direction or how you're talking to someone may be offensive, and it may not be coming out in the correct tonality that it should be, because tone matters. And I used to be a person that didn't think that tone matters.
Come here and then go straight.
I used to be didn't think that tone mattered, but it does. It definitely does. And we should always be aware of
next light
and how that affects others. Now, in this episode, we're going to learn a couple of things. Now, hold on. Sorry, I had my stuff written down and I just lost my paper. Oh, all right. So we're going to learn a couple of things. We're going to learn why it is important, why emotional intelligence is important, why it improves relationships, why being a high performing, having emotional intelligence improves high performance in your day-to-day lives and your dreams and your goals, and why being emotionally intelligent helps having a high performing team. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're a manager and you have employees, a lot of times when we are in the workspace, you know what I'm saying, when we are dealing with different people, you know, they are unaware of how their leadership skills may not be effective for the team. Even when you're dealing with ownership, when you're dealing with business owners sometimes, because they have so much going on in regards to maintaining a business and doing books, they are often unaware, or sometimes people don't even care of how they're managing people, how they're talking to people, and how they're building networks, relationships, and networking with people. Why does it matter to be emotionally intelligent? Being emotionally intelligent, number one, allows people to be more self-aware of themselves. For me, let me give you an example. As I've been growing older and becoming an adult, I have learned to be able to manage my emotions a lot better than I used to. When I used to go on to different jobs, I used to, self incriminate myself in a sense, because I would act irrational. I would not sit and analyze the situation. I wouldn't self regulate myself when it came to how I responded to management and how I responded to my peers. I was not friendly when I went to work at my jobs. I didn't speak to nobody unless they spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give a sense of co-worker, of a good co-working environment. You feel me? Because your co-worker means that they are helping you in something. It's they're plus, they're an addition. You know what I'm saying? So you need the two. And you, in order to be a good co-worker, you have to be able to work together and be able to know your co-workers' emotions, because when you go to work, you're at work with them for a long period of time. So you guys are kind of like work family. So you should be able to know your family's emotions and know, kind of if they're in a good mood, and you should maybe, try to be more aware of your surroundings when it comes to engaging with people. So what are the benefits? What are the benefits for someone who is emotionally intelligent? Number one, when you're emotionally intelligent, you tend to have more successful relationships with others. Like, even if you guys part ways or separate, it's not chaotic. It's still not chaos between y'all. You guys have the emotional intelligent capacity to be able to co-parent, or, you know what I'm saying, just be bygones, or, or build relationships where you're networking with people, where you're always putting yourself in a position to win because people see that you're working hard. You can always deal with conflict effectively. Now, for me, I'm still working on that, especially as I do have a temper and anger problem sometimes. So I am definitely working on being able to deal with conflict, because I've had experienced a lot of conflict in my lifetime. And so I haven't had the necessary coaching tools from my parents or other adults around me to give me the proper tools I need to notice emotions and being able to handle them without it getting out of control. Another benefit for somebody who is being emotionally intelligent is they have improved communication skills. Their potential to be more successful in a career. So number one, they're able to effectively communicate why they're upset with somebody, or why they want to do this way, or why they are doing something this way effectively, to where the person on the receiving end is able to understand. Now, I told this girl that I know that sometimes people listen and they aren't receiving because they want to respond. And she was like, no, that doesn't make no sense. But she's one of the people. So sometimes when you are listening, you're not really receiving the information because you want to respond right away to what somebody's telling you. And that is not having emotional intelligence. Because if you want to be an effective communicator or be able to effectively get your point across, you have to be able to listen without rebuttaling. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're properly listening, then you will be able to receive that information intelligently, where you're not responding with emotion, but with intelligence, hence emotional intelligence. All right. Now, what happens if somebody is not get mentored or coached? And Black Hole Man, you can jump in anytime, you know what I'm saying, if you have any questions. But
Oh yeah, you zooming through the topic today.
You said what?
I said you zooming through the topic today.
No, because you was on mute. I didn't know what you had going on.
Oh yeah, my fault, folks. I'm here. I'm with you. I just didn't want you to hear the background and shit, background noise on your on the podcast. But I'm here. I'm with you.
So what you think about emotional intelligence and how it can be effective in somebody growing and elevating in their day-to-day lives or work situations?
I definitely think it's important. It's a big thing. It's hard to master. Definitely difficult to master, but definitely very convenient in all aspects of your life, be it your personal, be it your professional, be it whatever you got going on, you're interacting with other people. So your ability to control your emotion, and even on that level, being able to control your emotion when dealing with yourself is really, really where it's at. Like, okay, I got to understand, even if I feel this way, this logically is what I need to be doing, or this, you know. So right now I'm emotional, I'm in pain. I'm like, oh, this shit fucking hurt. I want to fucking not be doing this shit. But some of it is like, okay, to an extent, I need to do some of it. But also on the other end of it, it's also like, okay, I didn't push myself for today. Like, you know, I didn't done the little walking that I could today. My leg is now telling me sit your ass down somewhere, and that's what the fuck I need to do.
Right. Now, what other how have you noticed your growth emotionally and how you interact with conflict and with stressful situations? Have you noticed that over the years or over the past few months that you have been able to effectively, respond to things like through
I,
emotional?
I've I've definitely noticed that in certain aspects of my life, I've learned to respond to things better. I think I control anger pretty well. I don't really work well with being, I don't want to say upset, but I want to say like kind of disappointed, or, you know, on a more like personal level with somebody that I actually give a fuck what they have to say type of shit. Like I'm not too good. Haven't mastered that part. It's like, all right, if you do something, if I fuck with you and you do something that kind of upset me, I'm not too good at just, all right, I'm gonna shut my emotions off. It's kind of like, all right, my emotions gonna tell me I ain't got shit else to say to you, and I'll just, you know, fuck it. It's gonna be like that. Which, I mean, sometimes can be good, but oftentimes it's not good because it's not effective communication if I'm just shutting down because I'm upset or because I don't like the way something happened. But
Right.
definitely in the sense of, if I don't know you, I'm not letting you get me out my square. So my anger, when it comes to anger, oh yeah, we didn't check that. We got that in check. You're not gonna bounce me up out of my square. You're not gonna have me react emotionally just because if you some stranger trying to push my buttons and shit like that.
Right. And that's what I noticed too. Like I had to learn that, being passive aggressive can be seen as, well, it is a form of, kind of anger or
Yeah,
kind
it's
of,
still aggression. Even though it's passive, it's still aggression.
yeah. So I'm working on, kind of changing my demeanor and how I interact with things. And if something is bothering me, to immediately put that situation out there and let it be known. Because sometimes I hold on to things, and then, when the situation boil over, then I got the Uzi and everything coming out, and that's not always, well, it's not really good at all. It's not effective because then
Yeah, it's not effective. That's that right there, that part right there. And so that's, like I said, that's the part I'm still struggling with myself, being more effective in things that, like, I guess I care more about, you know. But I know that anger shit, I got that. Like, you're not finna upset me if I don't know you, or if what you doing don't really matter. I'm not getting upset about it. I could care less. Fuck you, going about your day. You know what I mean? Even if I do get to the point that I may yell at you, it's more like I'm yelling at you because I kind of like to yell, motherfucker. But you're not. I'm not out my square. How you not fucking me? You ain't got me nowhere twisted and shit.
right, right. Why you like to yell, Black?
I like that shit, man. I be loud. Like right now, I'm telling you, I've been in pain. I've been yelling. I just be screaming, yelling, making random shit up. I wake up yelling. Sometimes I wake up and just yell. You feel me? I be hearing my music. I be yelling shit. When I was younger, nigga used to ride a bike around yelling, hearing this, got his music on blast. I'm yelling that shit. I don't know half the song, but motherfuckers gonna know the half that I do know. You feel me? Shit.
My man said I wake up yelling.
No, for real. To the point that when I went and I stayed with my sister for a little bit, not a little bit, but I went on a vacation and I was staying with her. She got kids and shit. And I would tell the kids, we would go out on the balcony and I'll just be yelling. And they be yelling too, and they like, I like this. Like, yeah, that shit feel good. Get that shit up, push it the fuck out, get it out. We just yelling on the balcony. And they hate me for that shit, but sometimes they wake up and it's like, all right, you guys, it don't even have to be anger, because really, I be yelling happy. Like, I be happy yelling and shit. But whatever it is, like, sometimes you need to let it out, get it out. Holding the shit in ain't never good for you.
Yeah, screaming is a stress reliever, and that is actually a good practice that you learn to do over the years because it does help. Just screaming. That shit help. It's a stress reliever for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It help a lot too, at least for me. Like, that should help a lot.
Oh God. Now, ways that you can identify people who are not emotional intelligent are people who practice judgmental tendencies. Now, we both know people, who may even maybe ourselves even that we haven't practiced that we practice judgmental tendencies, and people with low emotional intelligence don't seek to understand other people's perspectives or feelings and are often quick to criticize people's choices. Listen out for critical, judgmental comments, things like, that's a stupid idea. It will never work. What are you thinking? Do you know people like that?
Yeah, definitely. I know people that are quick to doubt something, but what I've also realized that a lot of that, yeah, is definitely emotional intelligence. Is where they can't control their emotions about something. But I've also realized a lot of the times, most of the time, people's doubt is self doubt. It's like they don't believe they could do it, so they can't see possible that you could do it. And it's just like, look, what you can or can't do don't got nothing to do with what I can and can't do. And you could do it too, but if you don't believe you could do it, you definitely not gonna do it. So me, I'm believing in myself for sure.
Exactly. I had a person, I ain't gonna say that person's name, but I told, this was maybe like 10 years ago, Joe. Maybe like 15 years ago. So I told this person, I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna have me a radio show. I'm gonna call it Treetop Radio. This is way before I moved down LA and added the LA onto Treetop Radio. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a radio station. He was like, he leaned in. This was like all some demonic shit. The dude at the time, it was my homie, but you know what I'm saying. I guess he was hating, but he was like, "You ain't never gonna do that shit." I was like, "Yes, I am." Watch, and here we are. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
look at us. We on that motherfucker right now. Treetop Radio LA, bitch. Tap the fuck in. What the fuck you mean we can't? But that's like I'm saying,
You
and
feel?
it be more about the fact that they can't do it. He like, oh nah, I could never see myself sitting down being focused enough to get a radio show going. So he didn't believe you could do it neither. And it's like, look, motherfucker, I ain't you.
Yeah, I could do that shit. And here we are, we doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really have belief in yourself too when you pursuing dreams and when you trying to build a good work ethic. I like I like all of the posts. I like this one post you post, and it was basically talking about how you have to be able to work hard. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to work harder than everybody. And when you working harder than everybody, your people will help you get into better situations, you know what I'm saying? Because they see the hustle in you, they see you
They
striving.
see that you want it. It's like, okay, he not out here. You're not out here doing it for nobody else. It's for you. You doing it as hard as you can for yourself, and people are gonna be like, all right, yeah, I fuck with that. Let me, what can I do? How can I chip in? Some one shit that I've been seeing a lot of different famous people talking about it, or wealthy people talking about it, is they like, you have to have delusional confidence in the beginning. So I'm not physically holding anything that has to do with what I gotta do, what I'm saying I'm gonna do yet. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a billionaire, and I got $1 in my pocket. But I'm
Right.
telling you, I know I'm gonna be a motherfucking billionaire, and now I'm working on the plan to become that billionaire, and I'm busting it out. And so that's the follow through behind it. But first, you gotta really believe it. It's not just I'm not just saying it. I'm believing in it. Like, I'm gonna be a billionaire. Like, this is what the fuck I'm gonna do. This shit gonna happen. And so I like that shit. I don't really like that they call it delusional, but I like it. That's the way it has to be. You gotta
Because
believe in yourself.
well, when you think about it, what is delusional? Delusional means that you seeing things, shit is
Not
crazy.
it's not
Nobody
there.
else can
Delusion.
see
He's seeing things that's not
it.
there quite yet. So in that sense, it's definitely a delusion.
So it's like, you want to have that type of delusion for yourself because once people start to realize that what they couldn't see is actually reality, then they like, oh shit, he wasn't crazy or he wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like so many entrepreneurs like yourself, You know what I'm saying? People thought what you may have told them that you was going to do, especially with, you know what I'm saying, Black elotes and having being a black corn man in Los Angeles. They was like, what? This is some Mexicans. This is a Mexican thing. Why you want to do elotes? Oh, look at that love. This is love in the world of wonderful imaginations. Nah, but for real. So you had that type of dream. You had that type of dream with elotes and stuff. And so, you know, you kept that delusion and you made something pop with it. Hey, shout out to John Hopkins. You feel me? This is a cool little cup I got from one of the students. You know what I'm saying? That is a wonderful school. And if you're in the nursing program, or if you're in the medical program, or if you're, you know what I'm saying, in need of a wonderful university, go to John Hopkins. Is the best university. And ITTRLA, stand by John Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all come out to Baltimore in the luxury apartment community and holla at my homegirl. All right, now, another way to identify when somebody isn't being emotionally intelligent, and after this, we're going to go on a commercial break. So another way to identify when somebody is not emotionally intelligent is that they have to always be right. Now, when people lack emotional intelligence, they are not open to understanding other people's views and perspectives. And they often feel like their way is the right way and is my way or the highway. So you got to listen out for people who believe that they are always right and you're wrong. This is the right way. It's better this way. I told you that wouldn't work type people. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people lack emotional intelligence. And if you know somebody like that, always want to be a right ass person, skedaddle from them, get them out of your circle, because you know they on some nut shit patch, and they just gonna bring you down. Them Debbie Downers. You know what I'm saying? I was telling this young lady I know that, you know, I always be asking her, do you got a purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your purpose? You know, and I don't be understanding how people can just move in life just with no purpose, no plan. Okay, if they got a plan, they not like working extra hard for that stuff to be reality. They're doing the bare minimum, at their jobs, doing bare minimum and striving towards their goal. They just thinking God is just gonna put magic in their life and make millions appear. Like that, it's not gonna happen, B. You need to work hard. You need to have a purpose. If you out here in life, you gotta have a purpose in life. Like, it don't even make sense. You got to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, I mean, you planning to fail. Like, you got to be out here thinking about things you do, thinking about things you say, thinking about the people that you're hanging around. Because if you hanging around a bunch of gossiping people, gossiping dudes, you're going to be the fourth gossiping dude. You know what I'm saying? If you hanging around a bunch of men who not really on nothing but crashing out in the streets and spinning blocks and killing people and all this other stuff, then you're gonna be the fifth person like that, and you're gonna be crashing out dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? So people have to really be not scared to take a chance. Not scared to take a chance and being successful and doing the right thing. I know being good and doing the right thing for a lot of our generation is lame, is not cool. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of our generation, they want to be, you know, it's like the poverty Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come from or hold on to the down and out struggles scenario and storyline. Like, nobody wants to strive for success and use their negative upbringing and circumstance for them to inspire others and be great. They just want to cause more chaos. It's that dirty glass of water. You know what I'm saying? I did a story about that. This young lady I know. She's an older lady. She wrote a story in college called The Dirty Glass of Water. And basically, it was like a parody. Well, not even a parody, but she was acting as if she was a white man, and the dirty glass of water was black people. And the story basically was how white people can eradicate black people from America, in which that he considered the dirty glass of water because we chaotic, it got deep. So if you ever want to catch that story, go follow me, subscribe, like on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and check that story out. It is on there. But yeah, man, so another thing that we want to be able to focus on, and me myself as a leader, and I feel like I'm a coach too to my audience, because y'all my family and we always learning and growing together. And I hope one day, not one day, not I hope, which is going to happen, I'm going to be in all platforms, and I'm going to be doing major numbers, and people are going to come to these shows and my podcast, and they're going to hear these topics that we're talking about, and they're going to be inspired to be great, and they're going to be inspired to change their lives and do better emotionally. One thing that you want to be aware of, and one thing I want to teach my audience, is to be self-aware. Self-awareness provides the foundation to build high emotional intelligence. And when people are self-aware, they recognize their own emotions and the impact that it has on their life, right? So this skill enables people to be aware of their mood. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes some people aren't aware of their mood. They're not aware that their energy and their mood has shifted the room because they coming in there angry or not really talking to nobody. I have definitely been a person that shifts, because now I understand, I know that my energy and my mood shifts rooms, especially if I'm an upbeat, happy type of person. So when I come in there not talking, or kind of a little bit upset, then my mood becomes a little bit different. But I did say we was going to play a commercial break, but then I lost my train of thought. My bad. Let's go on a quick commercial break.
Hey guys, let me introduce you to a shirt that will change your wardrobe forever. This slim fit shirt is made with the best materials and is designed to provide a great fit that you'll love. Plus, it's black owned and available on Instagram in a limited time. But the best part? You'll be able to find it easily on our website. Don't miss out on this game-changing shirt. Order now and elevate your style game.
Man, what's up with your little suck ass?
Nah.
What you trying to do about this fight, nigga?
Nah.
Move your motherfucking hands. Let me go in your pockets, you bitch ass nigga. Bid TV done. You the bid now. Ducking this real bump. You on wreck on that?
Nah, man.
Craig, you got some money for him?
I'm broke as a joke.
Bitch ass niggas.
Too late.
Yeah. So you just woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm gonna leave Shy Grizzy alone.
5 minutes later.
Actually, I did 7 days in jail, 23 and 1, and life just was hitting me. I thought about a lot of shit. I see why niggas tell though.
Oh shit! Alright!
Tell though, y'all. I see why like people be hot. Like they don't be eating in there. I don't eat no jail food. I'm gonna die from starvation in jail.
I could die of starvation before I get something in my mouth.
So when I was in there just thinking,
nah.
I told you.
See what I'm talking about, y'all?
Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up. Put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, under the blood. Jesus cover me, under the blood. Jesus you be cover me.
All right, man. We are back, man. Those are quick commercial breaks, man. If you want to get your commercials played on TTRLA, man, make sure you tap in with me on my Instagram, big_homie smiles, backup page 41, man. We can lock in some numbers. I'm very affordable. Get me while I'm low, because once my prices go up, it's stuck. You feel me? And so we want to make sure that we get in where we fit in. I do photography. I do graphic design. I do edit videos as well. Holla at me, man. I shoot videos, all that. You know what I'm saying? I got many hats. You feel me? I can sell. I sell you anything. I sell you yourself. You feel me? Just holla at me, man. All right. So back to what we was talking about, self-awareness. So self-awareness. I don't know where Black Coleman at. Oh, there you go. Hey, Black Coleman.
Yeah, my fault, Slim. I'm just getting to the crib trying to set up this water so I can put my foot in it real quick. But I'm with you. I'm tapped in. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. So I was just telling them about self-awareness. So people with self-awareness, they provide a foundation of high emotional intelligence. And people who are self-aware, they recognize their own emotions and how it impacts on their lives and other people. Like for me, I'm becoming more self-aware of myself and my emotions and how it does affect other people. Number one, I'm a very jolly and a happy person, and I recognize that my happy energy affects people and it makes them happy and positive. And people actually, uh, uh, what's it called? Gravitate to me all the time because I'm very positive and I'm very happy. So when I have moments where, because I'm human, when we all are human, we all have our moments where, you know what I'm saying, we're not practicing the best emotional intelligence in situations. Myself, and I fall victim of that. And so when that happens, people immediately can tell when something's going on. So I'm definitely working on being more self-aware of my emotions and how it impacts people, good or bad. So I know for a fact that my energy and my self-awareness and who I am as a person affects people with and very positively. And I want to be able to take a step back and consider things that I say to people before I say it. Now, sometimes, so I have a problem with immediately saying what I feel without assessing the situation, and sometimes without saying it in a way that is not disrespectful or offending anybody. But I have worked on that a lot, and so I do not do that at all, especially at work. I don't do it at all. And with people, I'm working on that too. And I'm more self-aware of my emotions, and I'm gonna keep repeating that. I'm more self-aware of my emotions. I'm learning how to be, more connected with myself and more aware of, how I approach things. Oh, Femi, hey.
Hey, hi.
Hi. Oh, she's growing up so big. Look at her, so big.
Yeah, she is. Hey, she talking too.
I know she's talking some hi.
Yeah, she get to chatting, man. It's up.
I know she's gonna be a little genius.
Yeah, she is, most definitely.
Yeah, that's a fact. Now, when you're dealing with emotional intelligence, having social connectedness is also important. Now, when we think about social connectedness, if you don't understand what it is when people have a support network where they can trust their views and opinions and will be headed, and they feel like they'll be heard and their opinions will be valued. Do you have an emotion, no support system or a network of people that you can trust, with your views and opinions, without them judging you or telling you crazy?
I want to say yes and I want to say no. I feel like a good emotional support or a good group of people around you gonna take what you got to say no matter what. They're gonna listen to it, be like, okay, like let's see where he's coming from. Let's see how how it could work out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like my group is more like they ain't believe in a nigga till they start seeing some motion. Now they like, okay, well I seen you did something, so I can't knock it now. And it's like, nah, motherfucker. When I ain't have nothing, when I was still selling drugs, but telling motherfuckers I wanted to run an ATM company, wasn't nobody. They like, nah, man, I don't know what you talking about. I don't hear you. And now we got ATMs rolling, and I'm talking about, oh, I'm about to upgrade some of my ATMs, and whoop-de-whoop-de, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, do that. You know, you got to take risk and shit. I'm like, oh, now I got to take risk.
Right.
Before, you talk about get the 9 to 5 and whoop-de-whoop-de, like, now you like, oh, yeah, risk. And
It hit different. It hit different when they see the motion and they ain't leaving that delusion at first. You feel me?
And I hate that shit. I mean, I hate it. I really do hate it because it's like, man, I told you, I've seen it before, and I told you then. And to the fact, and the shit that be crazy to me is that strangers be understanding it. So it'd be like motherfuckers that would just see me in the street, be like, "Damn, I don't know what you on, but you gonna be on something. Let me get your number. Let's link up and whoop doopty." And at that time, I wasn't on nothing, and that's the shit that be driving me crazy. Like I knew I was gonna be on something, but I wasn't on nothing yet. But other motherfuckers, strangers, could see like, "Oh, you gonna be on something though. You may not know what it is yet, but you gonna be on something." And
Right.
so that's the type of shit. Like, come on, how the people around me can't see this if I'm just walking down the street, a random motherfucker see it, literally just walking down the street and be like, what happened? I'm sorry, I'm getting loud, getting hyped. Literally just be walking down the street and be like, oh, you on something. You finna be on something. Like I see your shine. I see you know, you finna get on your come up and get serious about what you got going on. And I used to literally tell them like, ain't nothing going on. We robbing and stealing out here. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't no motion. ain't nothing going on. It just look good. And they like, nah, you gonna have something, like link up with me, connect with me. And I can't count how many different times that would happen. And that's another thing that also helped me really realize, like, nah, we gonna have some motion. Like, you know, I knew I was gonna have some motion, but that the strangers telling me, oh, you look like you got motion, I can tell you got some motion, remind me like, okay, let me figure out where this motion gonna come from, because this other shit ain't it.
Because that's, you know what, that's important that you said that, is because people see they see that light in you, and they see, you know, that grind in you, and they see, you know what I'm saying, that hard work ethic in you, and they can see where you're going before you can even see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's, and I think those are God's angels, you know what I'm saying, like confirmation, like you're headed on the right direction, like, because we're all walking in our destiny, you know what I'm saying? We're all walking on our journey, and we're journeying each and every day. So it's not about, you know, when we gonna get there is, I mean, how we gonna get there is when we gonna get there, because we're gonna get there. Now, whether you mess your destiny up and you're going to another route, or you learn what you're supposed to be doing here on earth, it's about, you know, you recognizing that, you know, you got a purpose, and working with that purpose, and working with what you got, and not dealing in the past. Because a lot of times we can start thinking about failed relationships and failed friendships and failed job situations, and that's wreckage. We're basically going through wreckage and putting ourselves in depression, and, you know what I'm saying, making ourselves overthink things when we shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And it's like you said, like God's angels or the universe, however people want to say it, it's trying to point you. It's like, look, man, this is where you need to be going. I know you standing over here, but bro, the road you need to be on is over there. Trying to point to it, and you steady like either you decide, like you said, either you deciding, nah, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, or I'm not listening to you, or you deciding, okay, I'm gonna go on the right road.
Right. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now we about to get up out of here, man. That's the end of the show, man. I appreciate you, Black Corn Man, always tapping into us, man. Shout out to Femi, man. Shout out to Black Corn Man for doing this thing, man, being a wonderful father. Hey, give him a quote, man. If you was to die today or tomorrow, man, God forbid, what would you want? How would you want the world to remember you by?
Mind your business, get some money, get some more. Come on.
Get some money, get some more, man. I couldn't have said that shit no better.
Yo, I heard that quote the other day, and I immediately was like, oh yeah, I'm saying that on the podcast. And I thought for a second right now, I forgot it. Then I remembered to mind your business, get some money, get some more.
Mind your business, get some money, get some more. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good quote. That's a good quote. My quote is the 2 R's in life: respect and responsibility. You need both in order to be successful. If you don't have nothing in this world, you need to have your name in. As long as you get on that name, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go places. And being responsible is key, you know what I'm saying, to being a better human being. So hey, give them your website, man, where they can purchase that Black Corn Man merch, so you can feed them babies.
Black cookie. Yeah, you see her eating that cookie. This right here, y'all, is a cookie that got a cinnamon roll in it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cinnabon in this bitch, hey?
Cinnabon, man. Get a Cinnabon.
So the website is blackcornman.com, and we actually finna change the billboard to just say black, like the website 3 times on it. We heavy on the website right now, buying merch. We're gonna have more stuff coming out. We might do a spin-off that's fashion that might change the name, but whatever it is, tap in with the website blackcornman.com. Look forward to things coming.
Man, y'all heard it, man. Tap in www.blackcornman.com. Make sure y'all follow him. He is an amazing entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. He has an ATM business too, man. Make sure y'all tap in, man, at all costs. And my quote, man, if I already said it. I'm high. Hey, all right, Black Core man, I appreciate you tapping in, man. Hey, we're gonna do this thing next Wednesday, and we're gonna be back in this joint.
Yeah, we heavy pressure, man. Back on it. We every week, man. Heavy.
Every week, man. I appreciate you being a motivator to me, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on here.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. All right.
One. All right, that was my boy Black Corn, man. You know what it is, man. Baltimore to LA, man. We doing this thing on a BIG level. You feel me? We're gonna end the show with one more commercial, man. Free Simba till he free, man. Inshallah, my man be home soon, man. Shout out to that man, KP Skywalker. If you don't know who he is, make sure you tap him in the search engine. He is like that. My man be running on the beat. Shout out to my little man, Icy Mac, Corleone, man. He's a young gentleman who is up and coming too in a rap scene, man. He got a birthday coming up May 30th. We're gonna turn up for Matt on the 30th. You feel me? Shout out to all the Icy Billionaire affiliates. I know he done changed his little set, but I don't forget what he called himself now. But free all his men, you know what I'm saying? Free my little cousin Anthony Cato, man. Long live my little cousin Meatball, man. Long live Lundy. She just had Lundy Day on the 15th. Shout out to her mother, Mama Lundy. Long live Dino De Niro. Everybody around Capitol Heights, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in Washington, D.C., man. All the quads of the D.C. area, man. Southeast, Northeast, Southwest, Northwest, you feel me? Shout out to VA. Big shout out to Baltimore City, you feel me? And shout out to whole Baltimore, but Baltimore City especially, man. I love the city of Baltimore, man. It's the greatest city in America. That's a fact. And make sure y'all tap in with my artist, homie, 1511 BRM Stunting. You know what I'm saying? He's an up and coming artist out here. He doing his thing, man, putting that pressure on people out here. Make sure y'all check out Wine Sosa too, man. Shout out to Wine Sosa, another Baltimore artist. God definitely using, and he Aquarius. So shout out to my Aquarius brother, man. Yeah, man. Treetop Radio LA, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. Big_homie smiles 41 backup page. You feel me? We gonna head out with a commercial. Yeah. Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA.